Hi, this is Mark from Rlt Trading, and what I wanted to go over today with you is our brand new indicator called our Rlt Chase dots. It's a very, very unique indicator, and I wanted to show it to you. I'll show it to you on the gold chart for now. Let's take gold and bring it all the way over here. Now, the Chase dot system will be a free add-on for everybody who either leases or owns the platform, and it will be a free add-on for everyone who buys the software between now and Sunday night, because we're releasing the dots on Monday, and after that the Chase dots are going to be an added expense because they really, really are a revolutionary indicator, and I'll show you how they work. Now here is a really, really good example. Now, in order to take a chase dot, the trade on a chase dot, and these dots always mature intra-bar, so you get the heads up that they're going to be present before the close of the bar, and you have your order sitting there waiting for the candle to close. You need to have what is considered to be a semi-perfect entry. And that is really not a semi-perfect entry. Let me find a better example. So you have to be very selective in how you use them. But they really have tremendous predictive value. Here is a great example. Now, this is a 43 tick trade. Now, this entry here is a C candle entry, which are very powerful entries. We get the move down, we get the retracement, and then the potential continuation short. Now, the reason we can't take the trade is because the modified 15 is yellow, and we don't trade a modified 15. But this is such a spectacular structural setup that it's the kind of setup that you sort of it sends you back and you whine about, because if not for the modified 15 turning, you'd be in the trade. So what we did was we developed a system in which the predictive value of chasing the trade and going in on the next candle was so high that it was worth taking the risk. Now remember, we are retracement traders. We get a B candle retracement and then the C confirmation of the downtrend, and we want to be in on that confirmatory candle. When we go in on the next candle, the risk is increased. Now what we do in the trading room is we decrease the number of contracts we trade from 3 to 1 on a chase entry. But you can see that this dot, which came right after a perfect entry except for one single flaw, gave you a 43 tick trade. And that's the kind of trade we're looking for. I can show you another example. It's right here. Now this is a perfect entry. You don't need to chase the trade. Let's say you chose not to enter here. And there are many reasons why you might hesitate to enter there. Number one, the candle does not have order flow and momentum. You can see the candle's not outlined in yellow. You might be a little hesitant because this candle body is moderate in size, not huge in size. Now you have everything else. The 50's down, the 15's down. You're in a confirmed downtrend. No question about that. So let's say you hold off and you don't take this trade. Well, in this situation, you see order flow and momentum kick in intra-bar. You see the chase dot, and you're in on the next candle. A lot of concentration for this, but you pick up An 18 tick trade. And you can see you have another entry here. That's a perfect C candle entry. Then you're getting very oversold. At this point here, the MA diff is 36, and the maximum we want is 18, so it's twice as far. Let's show another example. Now there's no optimal entries here, so there's just no way to get into that trade. No optimal entry here at all. So this is a great signal for a long trade, but I just don't see an optimal entry that will get you into the trade. And you really do need that. You just can't take these dots at random. You're looking for the next candle after a perfect setup. And here it is. Let's say you have the move up. You have the retracement. Now this is a trade you should take. You don't need to wait. But if for some reason, let's just say you missed it, and you missed the entry on this candle, you could still take the chase dot. Now the full trade went 31 ticks. The chase dot, you'd have 8 ticks less, but you'd still have a winner. There's the same trade again. We just saw it. 50's down. We need that 15 to turn. On this entry, we don't have it. On this, so that's a perfect entry except for the modified 15. And you can see that what you have is you have a move to the downside, retracement, and then the potential for a continuation short. Can't take it on this. We don't trade a yellow 15. Simply trade the chase dot. And that's a big trade. Now, if you get one signal a day that gives you 25 ticks, it's a very, very lucrative trade. That's an oversold dot. We're just not going to take that. And that was a 40-tick trade we got in the trading room. So you really do have this here. You have the move up, the retracement, and you really have the signal right here. You don't need the chase dot. No reason to wait. But if you miss the signal, you've got the confirmation to roll ahead. Okay. These are all trades into pivots. Remember, I said you have to take into consideration all of those things. Now, here's another trade. It's really not a break of the 15, so it's not really a trade. Now, these are all trades that you can take. These are not a problem, so you don't need the dots. Let's see if I can show you one more good chase dot here. All right, you know what? Let's go to the Russell and take a look at that. This is really not a complicated indicator to understand. It's obviously a discretionary signal that you take when you feel you just missed a perfect entry. And all you needed, well, we'll look at natural gas, which is really a very nice trending market. And that's how we did on Thursday. We made $510. Unfortunately, I could not trade today, which is really unfortunate because we had some really outstanding trades. I'm looking for a good chase dot signal here. Now this is just a nice trade. Move to the downside, the retracement, the continuation short. Now here's a chase dot. You have the retracement here, move down on the retracement, but both of these candles have really tiny candle bodies. And it may not be, which shows that there's not a lot of selling conviction. Now, background bias is red, 50's down, 15's down. What you want to do is have a candle with a lot of selling conviction. Well, and you'll notice there's no chase dot here. And that's done on purpose because there's an assessment of candle body structure on a chase dot entry. Here, the market's telling you it's okay to chase the trade lower, even though the optimal retracement entry is here based on the move down in the retracement. It's just very tough to take trades with this very tiny candle body. You're in here. The trade's going to take you out here. And that's a 13-tick trade. That is not a small trade. You can make $250 on a 13-tick trade, and that is not bad. Now, these are all excellent entries here, so we don't need the chase dot system here. And then this trade is into an unbroken pivot, so we would not take that. And so we had a 31-tick trade here. Now, here's where we can use the chase dot. This is a break of the 15. One full candle below. In fact, we have two full candles below. But the candle that breaks the 15 is on a yellow 15. Well, should you chase it up? Yes. The dot tells you to go ahead and chase it to the upside. And you're flying 24 ticks. So I think you really get the idea. If you understand the methodology by which we use to trade, I made $475 this day. The methodology by which we use, here's another trade. This is a break of the 15. And what you can't take, actually you can't take it there either because the modified 15 is still yellow. I thought we might have a dot signal there. And we'll look at one more market really quickly. I'm pretty sure you get the idea. And you know what? If you like, we'll look at a really good market, and that is crude oil. Crude, you can see, this is a Friday, is still chugging away here. All right, I'm not going to bother with crude because we don't have any retrospective data. And I don't know why, but I'm not going to fiddle right now. Now, nobody else really has indicators that look at market structure, look at candle body formations, except for us. Now, there's another one. There's your break of the 15. Now, optimal candle, the only place you can enter the trade is here. This is where the 15 turns green. And you're going to chase the trade up. Well, the dot tells you can. That's why we reduce the number of contracts we trade on a chase, because it's still a riskier trade no matter how you play it. And up you go. Here's another one. Now you may not want to take this trade because it's to an unbroken pivot. You can see we're getting a lot of dots here, but these are all good entries. You see the modified 15 is yellow. We don't trade it. And there it is, right here. Can't take this candle on this break. This one, we can. And down we go. So I really think you got the idea. I don't want to make this video any longer than it has to be, but that's how you use the chase dots. You have a superlative entry for one reason or another. It could be the fact that the candle has a small candle body, and you want a nice fat candle body. It could be the fact that the modified 15 hasn't turned yet, or otherwise you'd be in the trade, say, on a C candle entry. There's just one parameter when you make an assessment of the trade that prevents you from taking it. Well, can you chase the trade? Not wait for another retracement. Simply have a high probability, simply there being a very high probability that the market's going to continue and not pull back on you. Well, the chase dot tells you that. And you can see that almost every trade that I showed you, which was one candle after a great entry, except for one parameter that either definitely kept you out of a trade, which was a yellow modified 15, or may have kept you out of a trade because of a very small candle body, allowed you to enter on the next candle with the chase dot, and the trade really did just roll. So it's a really, really nice signal. And when you're in a trade and you see the chase dot, you know that you have a great chance for a continuation. Take a look at crude here. Now, if you're in here, there's the B. Here's the retracement and the continuation. You know you're in the trade right here, one tick below the close of the candle here. And then the next candle gives you a chase dot that the probability that this trade is going to have legs and really move on you is really, really good. So it's a really, really unique indicator. And it will be a free add-on for all the people who own the software or who lease it. And it will continue to be a free add-on through the weekend. So let me just give you our information. We are Right Line Trading. We encourage you to sign up for a free trial to our live trading room. Go to www.rightlinetrading.com. There you'll see a link to our daily net equity in the trading room, a link to our daily net equity on our E-mini S&P auto trader, our daily net equity on our crude, gold, and Russell auto trader, You'll see a link to our free sign up for the trading room trial, and also a contact us page. You can email us directly at info@rightlinetrading.com or call us at 1-855-765-6681. And we really hope to see you in the trading room. And you can see that we're constantly innovating the platform, constantly making new upgrades. And as a member of Right Line Trading, we never charge you for these great indicators that we look to make. We're looking to do everything we can to provide you as a trader as much of an edge as possible in wiping out the institutional players, who are the big boys, who are almost guaranteed to make money, and to be able to create an environment where we as commercial traders can beat out a lot of these other commercial traders, trap them in these failed counter trend moves, and now we have this additional weapon in our arsenal, and that is the Chase dot. So listen, everyone. It's a Friday. Have a great weekend. I hope this answers any questions about the Chase dot. Take care.